Ow. So, I'm on the floor, and we did some things this week. So basically, if you didn't know, we're making an Attack on Titan sort of game with like Shadow of the Colossus elements and a bunch of other things, like golf. So this week, I focused on making the area a bit prettier, adding some like key elements for the start area and leading that towards the first sort of boss area, the first giant creature you'll be fighting. Now this giant creature is going to be like a spider with like human limbs instead of spider-early bits. And I'm also thinking of including a sort of swarm of smaller ones, because the scary thing about giant spiders for me isn't like the actual big giant one, it's all the little ones as well. So I'm thinking of adding like a horde of those that sort of just follow the player. It'll sort of be like Snake, you can't stay still for too long and you can't go back in yourself too quickly. That way, right at the start of the game, it gets people moving, getting people thinking of going forward rather than staying in the one area so they can land attacks. So that whole area has been lined up from this start sort of pillow lines with trees on either side. I was trying to get a lot of hierarchy happening, so like there's a lot of separate levels. You know, you've got your first sort of patio level, which can then either go up the stairs on either side, or it can go down into the abyss below. Still working on that for later, that's a whole other thing. But these stairs on either side sort of frame the top section. This is where the player will actually come back to. This is their main place. You know, it gives a very focused view out into the actual world on that side, and that will show that the first area that they have to go to is well framed and make sure they know where to go. And then later, sides of the temple can fall down and walls can fall to frame other parts of the area, so that you can see a giant landscape at the other side of the temple. That's for later though. But yeah, that's pretty much that. That was a very roundabout way of saying that this is like base of operations. This is where your things will be. Yeah, we've got all these like upturned trees on the way there. We've got grass in the game now. See, it's actually grass, which is surprising. I'm also adding a bunch of shrines around the place, and these will be sort of Breath of the Wild sort of things. So they'll lead to mini games, if as it were. So like obstacle courses or like races or like the golf part of it. It'll lead to different ones of these, and this way it's a sort of non-linear way of unlocking those levels. Yeah, that makes sense. It's sort of combining everything back towards this main sort of exploration sort of gameplay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm big brain. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. It's just, like, level design takes a while, adding all this environment in takes some time, and yeah, it's all handcrafted. Thanks for checking out this video. Please enjoy the rest of the videos on this channel. Not all of them are like this, none of them are on the floor. I think this might be the first one. But, yeah, enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Is that it? Oh.